Hi everyone! Welcome to my Joy Journal Day 3. Today's been kind of a slow day. I'm feeling pretty low energy. I've been a little bummed out because I received some bad news that my passport might not be here in time for a trip that I'm going on, which is a huge bummer. So I'm really trying not to let that get to me, and we kind of just have to wait and see if it'll get here in time. And I'm really struggling with the balance of wanting to look forward to good things happening, but not wanting to get my hopes up too high. I'm a little afraid to get excited about things, especially over the past few years when I graduated high school right as the pandemic started. This trip was actually originally meant to be a graduation present, and now I'm 20 and I might not get to go on it still. So I'm kind of grappling with that, really wanting to go, but trying not to be devastated if I can't. So I'll update you guys to see how it goes. I'm having a little bit of trouble deciding what's bringing me joy today. But my mom suggested I stop distracting myself with social media. I was watching a Twitch stream earlier. She said stop distracting myself and instead just sit and think about it. So that's what I'm doing. I'm outside in my backyard. And I guess there is something right behind me, actually, that has been bringing me a lot of joy lately, and that is our little mini garden we have. So this is our little planter box, and as you can see, this one giant tomato plant is kind of taking over this whole thing. It's just, I live in an environment where tomatoes basically grow like weeds. And it's so deep and thick in there that it can be a little hard to manage at times. But we do have this beauty right here. This is a Fresno pepper plant. I believe it's Fresno chilies. And we collect chilies from this every week. You can see there are some that are starting to get ripe and some down here that aren't yet. And for some reason, the chilies we grow are freaking huge. There was one that I plucked off that was nearly the size of my whole palm. But yeah, they're doing super well, and ooh, you can see more ripe cherry tomatoes in there. So yeah, that has been bringing me a lot of joy, is getting to watch them ripen and getting to pick them as they get riper. That one, you see, it's green on the back because that's the side that doesn't get the sun, and because that green stripe is still there, it's not quite ripe yet, although I could pick it if I wanted to. Another thing that brings me a lot of joy is this cherry tree right here. This year we got a lot of cherries from it. I didn't measure exactly how much it weighed, but it was several large bowls. The first year we actually weighed just how much we got from this tree, and it was over 60 pounds of cherries, which was just insane. And yeah, getting to watch the fruit grow and plucking it off, it brings me a lot of joy. And since it's summer now, we obviously don't have any fruit, but I love this little thing. Well, this big thing. It's quite big. The last thing I'm going to be showing you from my backyard is this plant right here with the pink and yellow flowers. I really love this plant because I love how the flowers are like multicolored. It's just so beautiful. And My dog actually really likes to chew on this bush, so when it's not flowering, it tends to look pretty bare and just sticks and leaves. Mostly sticks, though. But yeah, these are some of my favorite plants in my backyard. And this little buddy here is an honorable mention. My aunt's dad welded this little guy out of horseshoes and metal scrap. It's supposed to be in the shape of a flamingo, and I think this funky little guy is pretty cute. In summary, I think I learned something pretty interesting today. I learned that if I feel stuck or disappointed and not sure where to look for the thing that brings me joy, it doesn't help to sit around. I have to go and look for it. And spending time outside with the plants really makes me feel good. My family and I tend not to utilize the space as much as we should, just because it gets so hot where we live. Sometimes in August it gets to like 115, which is just insane. And we're in a drought right now, so like it's just not doing great. But today is surprisingly nice. It's not quite as hot and there's a little bit of breeze. So I'm taking this time to appreciate our little space and look for the little things that make me happy. So, yeah. Thank you for being here. Bye.